Hey guys, welcome to VRAC. Today, I'm coming at you with a new video game topic video. It's 5 uncommon and rare Xbox 360 games to keep an eye out for. Now this isn't a list saying whether they're good or not. This is just saying that they're uncommon, rare, pretty hard to find, and you might want to pick them up if you see them out in the wild. Alright, so starting off, we have Raiden Fighter Aces. This is a collection of 3 different Raiden arcade games. And this thing is extremely hard to find. This is the only copy that I've seen out in the wild. You can order it online, I think, for around 25 bucks. The sticker on mine says 25 bucks. Now, unfortunately, my copy actually doesn't work. I can't get it to work in the 360 that I have that plays every other game. So I think that I might be out searching for another copy myself, but at least I got the case and manual with this one. So, Raiden Fighter Aces is a shmup. If you're not interested with, or not familiar with the Raiden series, it's a pretty good shoot 'em up series. I really haven't had one that's ever let me down that I've played, and I would have played this one if it would have worked. So, Raiden Fighter Aces is a really uncommon, sort of rare Xbox 360 game to keep an eye out for whenever you're out there looking. And just so you know, too, as to why I'm an authority on saying that these are uncommon or rare, I've actually worked at 2 video game stores for about 4 years altogether, and I also traveled the country as a truck driver, searching GameStops and smaller stores, looking around for Xbox 360 games because I'm a big Xbox 360 collector. So looking around at all these different shops and being in the business for so long, you kind of see what comes and goes, and what's uncommon, common, rare, and really rare to find. So that's sort of my experience on it, and why I could say, you know, these are a little uncommon or harder to find or even rare games. So that might put a little bit of extra faith in you watching this video and seeing where I'm coming from. Now the next title is Spectral Forces 3. This is the first time that Spectral Forces was brought over to the West from Japan, and it is a strategy RPG for the Xbox 360. This is an Atlas title, and if any of you collectors out there know, Atlas games can become very hard to find in the future. As for this one, it's pretty hard to find right now. I've only come across 2 copies of this the entire time that I've been out and about, and the other one was just a loose disc at a GameStop. This one is a complete in-box copy. Again, I don't know if it's a great game. I know it's a strategy RPG. I heard the graphics weren't that great, but it is a very uncommon, almost rare game. Definitely keep an eye out for this one. I know GameStop was selling it for 5 bucks for a copy, so even if you come across it loose, it might be worth picking up, because Atlas games become rare in the future, and this one is not around a lot. So if you're collecting for 360, Spectral Forces 3 is one to keep an eye out for. Now the next one coming up here is the only time, and I've been searching for this game because I heard that it was pretty rare out in the wild, and this is probably the rarest game that I have out of the 5 Xbox 360 games here. I found this one in Texas at a game store that I went in to look at, and it's the only, like I said, the only time I've ever found a copy. Luckily, it was complete in box when I found it. It's called Battle Fantasia for the Xbox 360. Now this is a fighting game by, and I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, Aksys, A-K-S-Y-S. I haven't played it yet, and I got this for 9 bucks, but I have never, ever seen this game while working at any of the game stores I've been to, or any other GameStops across the country. And just so you know, I did stop at every GameStop that I would come across the country. You can ask my fiance, it wasn't the best time for her. But I dragged her into each one, and I've only found this game once in one game store. It is a pretty rare game. I try to say uncommon with some of these games because you never can be sure exactly how uncommon or rare, but Battle Fantasia is definitely a rare game in my expertise. And if you come across a copy, I know that it's still going for cheap right now. Pick it up, because this one is going to be impossible to find in the future for Xbox 360 collectors. I collect for 360 right now because things are cheap. That's always when you want to collect the titles. Wii, 360, PS3, those are the things to grab up, while places like GameStop and big corporations are just trying to get rid of them. Because whenever they get out of those big shops, and you're trying to find them in game stores from other collectors or garage sales, flea markets, that's the time when prices start going up, because it's going to be even harder to find already hard to find games like this. So Battle Fantasia, definitely keep an eye out. It's a 2D fighting game, so if you like those, this might also pack a little punch in the playing department, besides just collecting. Now, the next game I have coming up here is more of an uncommon game. I wouldn't say it was rare. I've come across it a couple of times, but this is sort of a variant copy that'd be nice to keep an eye out for. It's called Bullet Witch, and from what I understand, this is like a Bayonetta, where you battle, you play as a witch, it's female, and I don't know if it's really that great. I heard that it might be good. I haven't played it myself yet, but this edition actually has an exclusive poster included. And I have not come across this edition very often at all. In fact, in my travels and searching, I've come across the other edition of this without the poster a couple of times. The only time I came across the one with the poster was the time that I bought it. And Bullet Witch itself is kind of uncommon. You don't see it in every store you go to. You only see it every once in a while. But to have the poster edition, if you come across this, just pick it up. I got it for 13 bucks. Might be a little bit more than I want to pay for most Xbox 360 games. I like to get them very cheap from places like GameStop when they're selling for 5 bucks a piece, or flea markets. I try to keep that real cheap on the Xbox 360 front because you can right now. But when you come across certain variants, that's when sometimes you got to bite the bullet and put out that little bit of extra cash, because you never know when you're going to run into one again. Especially one that actually has the poster, because it could say exclusive poster inside, but when you go to find it, it doesn't have the extra poster. So if you find it, pick it up. It's not going to hurt your wallet too bad, and who knows, you might even enjoy playing it too. So that one's Bullet Witch, more of an uncommon title. Now this next one is uncommon to kind of rare, and I actually hear it's a pretty fun game to play. This is another Atlas title. It's called Divinity 2, The Dragon Knight Saga. I actually got a good deal on this. I picked it up for 5 bucks. This one I've ran across only 2 times. And there's actually 2 editions of this, so you gotta watch out. This is the 2 complete adventures in one package. The first one is called Divinity 2 Ego Draconis. And that's the first one that you can buy on its own. That's kind of an uncommon game itself. This one comes with the sequel, Flames of Vengeance. Now, I wasn't actually able to pick it up complete. This one is just case and disc. I have never ran across one with the manual. In fact, I've only, like I said, ran across this twice. And the first one that I ran across was loose. This one was the only one that wasn't loose. Now, the other one I ran across was $25 at a local store around here called VStock. Now, I don't know if you heard of them. They're more of like a Midwest place, but they suck for prices. They were charging 25 bucks for this already. This is a pretty uncommon game. If you see it, pick it up. Like I said, I also hear it's kind of fun to play. So, it might not be the best game, but definitely a rare Atlas title in the future. That's one to keep your eye out for. So, that is 5 rare and uncommon Xbox 360 games to look out for when you're hunting. These are going to be harder to find in the future. If you're interested in all collecting or playing Xbox 360, take a look into these titles. Take a look around your local stores and see if you can pick them up while you can, because they're not going to be sitting around forever. And in the future, if you decide that, yeah, maybe I do want to add that to my collection, you might be shelling out a pretty penny for them, especially with those Atlas titles. Well, thank you for watching, guys. If you like this, please like the video, subscribe, comment down below on other games that you think are uncommon or rare. If you have these in your collection, let me know. If you've seen them at your local store or been searching for them and can't find them, also talk about it. And go ahead and share the video too. If you've enjoyed it, get it out there for other people to enjoy. And comment and tell me what you guys want to see next. I'm putting out videos like this as much as I can, but if there's anything you specifically want to see, let me know and I'll make a video on it. Well, thank you for watching, guys. This has been VRAC. You have a great night.